Hello, this is Dr. Grande. Today's question is, can I analyze the case of Guy Beahm, who is also known as Dr. Disrespect? Just a reminder, I'm not diagnosing anybody in this video, only speculating about what could be happening in a situation like this. If you enjoy this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and consider supporting me on Patreon. I will put the link to Patreon in the description for this video. First, I'll look at the background of this case, including the timeline of the incident, then offer my analysis. Herschel Beahm was born on March 10, 1982, and lived in California. He goes by the name Guy. He played basketball in college and graduated with a bachelor's degree in business and marketing management in 2005. During his time in college, he became well known for playing the Halo first-person shooter video games. Guy started a YouTube channel called Dr. Disrespect and released a video in January 2010. In the video, he played video games and trash-talked opponents using a colorful persona that he created. This video led to Guy being offered a partnership with a large online entertainment network. In 2011, Guy started working as a manager for a video game developer called Sledgehammer Games. Eventually, he worked on level design for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. While he was at Sledgehammer Games, he joined a live streaming platform that would later become Twitch. In 2015, he left his job and became a full-time live streamer using the persona Dr. Disrespect. The popularity of his Twitch channel skyrocketed, and he landed several lucrative sponsorships. Despite being successful in a competitive industry, one could argue that Guy took it for granted. In June of 2019, while streaming, Guy and his cameraman entered a public restroom in the Los Angeles Convention Center. Guy was suspended from Twitch. 2 weeks later, Twitch reinstated his channel. In March of 2020, Guy and Twitch entered into a multi-year contract. One thing was for certain: after that bathroom scare, Guy was not going to break the rules ever again and jeopardize his relationship with Twitch. To do so would be extremely foolish considering how much money he was making. He learned his lesson: no more breaking the rules. About 3 months later, in June 2020, Guy was permanently banned from Twitch after breaking the rules. The live streaming platform indicated that they take appropriate action when they have evidence that a streamer has violated community guidelines or terms of service. The instant messaging platform Discord also banned Guy. A few weeks after the ban from Twitch, Guy was interviewed by the media. He implied that he had no idea why he was banned. It was a big mystery. As far as he was concerned, his contracts were still in place. About 7 weeks after the ban, Guy started live streaming on YouTube. He would go on to have incredible success on the platform. There were other business ventures that Guy had as well. For example, in 2021, he co-founded a gaming studio called Midnight Society. Despite earning money from other sources and being successful, it appeared as though Guy was still upset about what happened at Twitch. He claimed that a lawsuit was on the way, but then in 2022, the parties announced they had resolved the legal dispute. There was no admission of wrongdoing by either party. In April 2024, Guy complained that the Twitch ban had cost him massive sponsorship deals. He referred to the people at Twitch as slithery, disgusting, purple snakes. The use of the color purple wasn't mentioned to suggest these were royal snakes. Rather, purple is prominently featured in Twitch's branding. Guy appeared to be anxious to bring up the past and to start trouble. As it turns out, he received his wish. On June 21, 2024, a former employee of Twitch revealed the reason that Guy was banned 4 years earlier. He claimed that Guy had transmitted inappropriate private messages to a female under the age of 18 using a chat function that Twitch had at the time. Furthermore, Guy tried to arrange a meeting with the same girl at a gaming convention hosted by Twitch. The former employee's story was corroborated by another former Twitch employee. Guy responded to this serious accusation by posting on the platform X, saying, quote, "I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal, no wrongdoing was found, and I was paid," unquote. On June 24, 2024, Guy announced that he was thinking about taking a break from streaming due to feeling burned out. That same day, the gaming studio Midnight Society, which is the company Guy had co-founded, terminated their relationship with him. The next day, June 25, the same thing happened with the gaming accessory manufacturer Turtle Beach Corporation. Guy had been doing business with this company for 4 years. As this was happening, it was reported in the media that the messaging incident involving Guy occurred in 2017, and the messages were explicit in nature. After this news came out, Guy released a statement on the platform X. Here is a summary of his statement. He was not allowed to say anything for the last several years, but would now tell his side of the story about why he was banned from Twitch. He admitted that he had sent inappropriate private messages, but there were no real intentions behind the messages. They were nothing more than casual conversations which, quote, sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, unquote. Nothing illegal happened, no images were shared, and Guy never met the individual in person. He emphasized that he was never charged with any crime. From a moral standpoint, Guy takes responsibility. The incident should have never happened. Despite his acknowledgement of the wrongfulness, Guy indicated that social media is a destruction zone, and he did not like being labeled a predator or anything similar. Guy explained how he doesn't give a blank about haters who have zero real-life experience, and he's not going anywhere. Now moving to my analysis. Here are my thoughts on a few areas that stood out to me in this case. Item number 1. Guy certainly took a financial hit when he was banned from Twitch, but he has earned a lot of money in other places. For example, Guy has had phenomenal success on YouTube. He has over 4.6 million subscribers on his channel, and it has been viewed over 730 million times. It is not unusual for his channel to be viewed around 10 million times a month. This brings me to item number 2. What type of videos does Guy post on his YouTube channel? His videos feature him playing video games in character as Dr. Disrespect. Here are a few examples of his video titles that summarize his channel fairly well. It Really Happened Again, Doc's Funniest Bad Luck Moments in Warzone, Becoming a Rainbow Six World Champion, I Completely Lost It Reading Donations, The Day That Dr. Disrespect Completely Lost It, and The End of Dr. Disrespect's Career. That last one may indicate Guy's ability to predict the future. The character Dr. Disrespect wears sunglasses, a mullet wig, a long-sleeve shirt, a tactical vest, and headphones. The main colors of the costume are red and black. The persona can be described as an alpha male who is abrasive, obnoxious, loud, sarcastic, arrogant, and grandiose. Surprisingly, Guy's videos appeal to a massive audience. Many people who like him appreciate his video game playing skills, the humorous aspects of his character, and the backgrounds that are designed for the videos. His critics argue that all Guy really does is play video games and make unnecessary and boring comments. I watched as many of his videos as I could tolerate, which wasn't many. In this case, I am compelled to agree with the critics. Item number 3. It is possible that Guy has minimized the seriousness of the messaging incident of 2017. Reportedly, a former Twitch employee said that when Guy became aware that the female he was chatting with was under 18, he indicated this was no problem and continued sending messages to her. There was no confusion about the age. Guy knew that she was a minor. The messages sent after learning about the age were no less graphic or explicit than before. Knowing the age did not lead to a change in Guy's behavior. This account makes it seem like Guy knew exactly what he was doing. This wasn't a misunderstanding. It's not like he sent all these messages and then found out about the age. One of the worst parts of the story is how Guy allegedly made plans to meet the girl in person. Even though the meeting never happened, this represents a real problem. It's bad enough to send the messages, but the attempted meeting indicates that Guy may have had something even worse in mind. Another problem for Guy is how, years ago, he claimed he didn't know why he was banned from Twitch, but later admitted that he did know. So he was just lying. How does he explain that? As far as Guy's acknowledgement of wrongdoing, his statement on the platform X, he really didn't seem remorseful. His statement was more about being defiant. He was tired of all the haters and was not going to quit. Perhaps Guy believes he can just force the situation to be the way that he wants. If he declares it to be so, then it'll come true. he is going to find out the hard way that life simply doesn't work that way. Item number 4, what do I think happened in this case? This is just a theory, my opinion. Guy knowingly sent inappropriate messages to someone that he should not have been sending messages to. The incident happened in 2017, but he wasn't caught until 2020, so he was able to escape responsibility for 3 years. Ultimately, he had to face the consequences. The ban from Twitch was well-deserved and the right move for the company. From Guy's perspective, the ban unfairly damaged his reputation. He managed to rebuild his career, but that wasn't enough. Guy was angry about the ban and just could not let it go. He kept pushing until somebody finally revealed the truth about what happened. The idea behind Guy's defense was that nothing illegal happened. That may or may not be true, but either way, Guy did not appreciate the seriousness of his behavior. He failed to recognize how the disclosure would be devastating to his career. There are 2 lessons that Guy could learn here. Don't send inappropriate messages, and don't claim to be a victim when you're not. Item number 5, will Guy be able to rebuild his career? I would be surprised if he could. He lost his position with the company he co-founded. He lost the gaming accessories sponsor. He lost a partnership with the San Francisco 49ers. And he was going to be featured in a popular basketball video game, but that's not happening anymore. It's hard to imagine that a lot of companies will want to be associated with him now. The situation is challenging for Guy, but it's not all bad news. There is no litigation associated with this case, no criminal charges have been filed, and Guy is still making a lot of money. He has a massive YouTube channel, and I imagine has several other revenue streams as well. Furthermore, he made millions of dollars during his career. Estimates about his net worth vary quite a bit, but there is at least one clue available. There was a leak as far as Twitch revenue. In the 9 months leading up to Guy's ban from Twitch in June 2020, he earned almost $3 million in subscription revenue. This is a small portion of the total revenue he has generated. It doesn't include other time frames and revenue he earned through other business ventures. I would be surprised if his net worth was under $10 million. Guy's best play now is to keep moving forward and be happy with whatever money he can earn. He is never going to recapture the glory days, and it's time to accept that. I suppose that he can always try to reinvent himself. Perhaps he can create a new persona called Dr. Discredited or Mr. Misconduct. His character could be an inappropriate live streamer who refuses to accept the consequences of his behavior. Come to think of it, that might not be a separate persona. He would just be acting like himself. Those are my thoughts in the case of Guy Beahm. Please put any opinions and thoughts in the comment section. They consistently generate an interesting dialogue. As always, I hope you found my analysis of this topic to be informative. Thanks for watching.